Taking care of your automobile will extend the life of your vehicle and keep it running at peak performance. And that can translate into quite a bit of savings over time. But routine car maintenance also brings to mind long waits and scheduling inconveniences. Well, according to Bob Anderson, General Manager of Training and Customer Service at Mr. Lube, maintaining your vehicle should be a comfortable, easy, and convenient experience. Hi, Bob. Nice to have you here.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, that sounds great, but for some people, it's not that at all, and they start to dread taking their car in for maintenance. So what should the experience be like?
Well, first off, people should be confident where they take their vehicle that the staff are trained, knowledgeable, and are able to perform their service based on warranty-proof standards.
Well, that's important, right? Because this is a big investment.
Generally, automotives are basically the second largest investment somebody will make, secondary to their home. So it's doubly important to make sure that where you bring it, you understand what goes on, how the service is being offered, and you feel confident that person or that business will be able to service your car properly.
Now, obviously, regular maintenance is going to go a long way to reducing wear and tear. But what should be done and when should it be done?
Well, all intervals should be based on what your owner's manual says. Your owner's manual generally lists a detailed schedule of services that are required. At Mr. Lube, we use the latest technology to access your vehicle's information so we can give you that information so you can service your vehicle.
Oh, good. And do our driving conditions have anything to do with how it affects our regular maintenance schedule?
Yes, driving conditions do have something to do with it. In Canada, manufacturers generally deem Canadian driving to be extreme based on the hot and cold temperature ranges, as well as the stop-and-go driving that we see every day here.
It feels extreme sometimes, that's
Yes,
for
does,
sure.
yeah.
And regular maintenance goes beyond just basic oil changes, I bet, right?
Oh, for sure. Oil changes are really just one element of properly maintaining your vehicle. As I mentioned, your owner's manual will list all the different services that are required to keep your car running at tip-top shape.
We all want a good experience. We want to be able to trust the place where we're taking our car for service. So what sorts of things should we be looking for when choosing an automotive service center?
Well, it's all about where you feel most comfortable. For example, at Mr. Lube, you drive right up and our technicians greet you with a hot cup of coffee, a newspaper. We do your services while the customer's in the comfort of their own vehicle.
That's great.
In this day and age, everybody's very, very busy, so convenience, I think, is a great factor, a very important factor in where you take your car for service.
Now, I know some people who like to take their car to the dealership. Somehow they feel the work is better there. Maybe it's guaranteed. So how does Mr. Lube compare?
Well, at Mr. Lube, we use what we call the electronics owner's manual. So what we do is we take the information from your manufacturer, supply it to the customer so that they can look at it and make thoughtful, informed decisions on what services should be done at particular times.
Okay, that makes sense. Some of us car owners don't know that much about our cars beyond turning on the radio. So is there a way, Bob, that we can educate ourselves a little better about what's going on in our vehicles?
Absolutely. Cars are very complicated pieces of machinery, so I would recommend that everybody review their owner's manual. Their owner's manual is a great source of information, not only to identify what maintenance is required, but also what different components of the vehicle do, like what does your transmission fluid do, what does your oil do, what type of oil should I be using for my particular vehicle. There are many websites out there that you can access which will give you that information. In fact, at Mr. Lube, on our website, you can go there and find out little tidbits of maintenance information as well.
That's fantastic. I'm going to do that right away. All right, before we drive off into the sunset, any last tidbits of advice?
Well, I think it's important that proper maintenance be followed because in the end it's going to cost you less in maintenance and repairs. A vehicle that's not properly maintained can cost you more at the gas pump.
Really?
Well, it reduces your gas mileage.
Oh, gosh. And probably more on tires and more on batteries and all those other things, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Bob, thank you so much. I learned a lot today. And to find out more about vehicle maintenance, visit MrLube.com.